Aloha, my name is Mark Coronese. I live in Maui Meadows, and I'm here to testify as a concerned homeowner with two major questions or issues: the negative impact on our neighborhoods from TVRs, and to question why indeed does South Maui need any TVRs at all. Per Wikipedia, I guess our new modern age dictionary, a neighborhood, we heard something about that before, is a setting where residents seek to realize common values. The key to me is the word residents, and that's people who live in the neighborhood. They're not vacationers, they have real roots and they belong there. And common values are the key bedrock, or maybe in Maui Meadows, the blue rock for making a successful neighborhood. Similar wants and desires, similar lifestyles. We live, we sleep, we raise our families in our neighborhoods. It's a give and take relationship which hopefully over time equals out amongst its neighbors. By their very nature, I don't see that TVRs necessarily fit well in that give and take relationship. In close proximity of my home, we have 2 legal B&Bs and 7 unpermitted TVRs. Now, one of the B&Bs is right across the street, and I have to say that it actually works very well because the homeowner lives on the property. Their physical presence ensures a fit with the common values in our neighborhood. I don't have the same positive experience with TVRs. In my opinion, TVRs don't give back to the neighborhood, they take from it. I think this is mainly because the owners of TVRs are not our neighbors. They live somewhere else, they have no skin in the good neighbor game, and they're not bothered day to day by what their tenants can do. As long as the checks keep coming in, all is good. For example, the website for the TVR on my corner says that they are now available for larger groups, bridal packages, and other special occasions. If you rent the main house in the Pineapple Suite, you can sleep up to 10 people now. Being their neighbor, I don't think that's great news, and certainly not a common value shared by the rest of our neighbors. Where's the need coming for in South Maui for TVRs? Now that we have regulations allowing B&Bs in our neighborhoods, why do we need TVRs? And why isn't in the numbers being proposed for South Maui, which I think is 100 at this point? And to my understanding, South Maui excludes Wailea, because to their credit, Wailea has successfully gated their entire community against TVRs. I'm particularly worried that Maui Meadows, because of its unique setting, will end up with a disproportionate share of the proposed TVRs. And I do understand the economic and the tourist needs for TVRs in certain areas of Maui. I'm a windsurfer. I know if you want to stay on the North Shore to enjoy this sport, you can't find a place to stay. It's very difficult. But why South Maui? There's an abundant amount of hotel rooms and condos to house our visitors. Even in the busiest of times, hotels and condos still have availability. Having done a little research for this meeting, I do understand why people want a TVR. The economic returns are incredibly impressive. My corner TVR has a rental rate of $4,000 per week and is actually a little concerning to me as it looks to be on the low side. I'm afraid they might be fully booked because they are so low.
1 minute.
The house down the cul-de-sac from them goes for $7,000 a week. And the other ones listed nearby have a 6-night minimum in busy season and go for $11,200 per week. This is not common value with the rest of our neighborhood. When people pay that kind of money to rent a place, there's often a sense of entitlement that goes along with it. I paid 10 grand for a place for this week, and it's my vacation. It happens. I've had it happen to us. And if you haven't had it happen to you, I would ask you to rethink this and what it means to our neighborhoods, and if you would buy a house next to a TVR. In summary, if we can't stop with just B&Bs and we must allow TVRs to go through, I ask you to please, 1, limit the numbers, spread them out, and above all, enforcement is critical. My suggestion for enforcement, as TVR owners are earning very large rental rates, they should be well capable of paying something, $5,000 a year, some number, to help the county establish the capabilities it needs for enforcement. Don't open up TVRs without having enforcement. Charge the owners, and this will ensure that the TVRs and their absentee owners are not going to be detrimental to the neighborhoods they are profiting from. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Mr. Coronese.